Good morning,
Manayunk.
Manayunk.
And we are back at you with another episode of Manayunk Mornings.
We've got another great episode in store for you today. We've got Casey from Goals Fit joining us on the couch this week.
And then I'll be heading down to Sulimay for this episode's store tour.
And then I'm going to head to Latitudes and Longitudes to do some Mother's Day shopping on Dillinger Does It. But first up, the Manayunk Morning Minute.
Style Me Manayunk is back this spring. There will be pop-up shops featuring fashion, accessories, home decor, and more on Saturday, May 12th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the Levering lot on Main Street. Take a night off of cooking and eat at the Spicy Belly on Tuesday, May 8th. Mention Chestnut Hill Youth Sports Club to your server and 15% of your bill will be donated to the club. Attention moms, this Friday, May 11th is Lunch and Punch for Moms at Action Karate. This Saturday is Love Your Park Day at Pretzel Park. Help the friends of Pretzel Park pick up litter and rake up leaves to prep for the summer.
Roots to Rise is back on the Manayunk Bridge. Join the outdoor yoga class every Sunday at 10 a.m. starting May 13th. Monday, May 14th is game night at the Manayunk Brewing Company. Join Merge Dance Studio for a swing dance workshop with guest teacher Genevieve Morris on Saturday, May 19th from 3 to 5 p.m. Mount Joy returns to their hometown of Philadelphia to play live at Main Street Music at 2 p.m. on Saturday, May 19th. I know I'll be there. And now joining us on the couch is Casey from Goals Fit. Casey, come on down.
Hey, Casey.
Thank you. I've always wanted to be on
I
the
know,
show.
we're glad to finally have you on the couch. Take a seat and make yourself comfy.
How's everything going?
Going good. How are you guys?
Good, we're glad to have you here today. Especially with spring coming up and it being fitness season. We're going to talk a lot about that today for sure.
Awesome.
So Casey, you're obviously the owner of Goals Fit right here in Manayunk. Tell us a little bit more about what Goals Fit is.
Goals Fit, I like to say it's a place for outdoor fitness. I have a little studio on Main Street, which acts as like great advertising and a place for personal training, but really outdoor fitness, fun, that's what Goals Fit is all about.
So how did you get started?
I got started, it will be 10 years in October.
Wow, congrats.
And I was a sales rep for an MRI company previously, and I had some extra time after work, so I started training people on the side, which I totally loved and was getting busy. And I kind of thought in the back of my head, oh, this is like something I would love to do. And then I got laid off, which
perfect
at the time,
that's actually a story we hear a lot from a lot of our business owners,
Yeah, and I started with just the personal training, and then I was running one day, and everyone always says they see me running, blah, 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 how do you get out there? And it made me realize, wow, people really love to be outside. So then I started an outdoor boot camp class, and the goal was just to get in shape for summertime. It was called the 5-week quick fix. And that first session, 50 people signed up, and I was like, thank you guys.
I am
this
on to
will
something
make
too.
my life a lot easier if I can get a lot of people showing up instead of just doing one-on-ones all day long. So obviously we kept that going, and now we have outdoor boot camps, outdoor running clubs, outdoor mommy and me classes.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, you have this studio space, which is great, marketing, and obviously you still do some of those personal training sessions, but you really use Manayunk, essentially the whole town, as your gym. Tell us some ways you do that and what parts of the town we've seen you everywhere, I feel like.
The best rent deal going on ever. So we just use it all. I mean, Manayonk's the best. It's pretty, there's people everywhere, and most importantly, it has all the things you need, like hills and stairs for a good workout.
Lots of hills and stairs.
And so people may, between the wall, the huge hill, or Ridge Avenue, Green Lane, Church Lane, people may hate it while they're doing it, but afterwards, I mean, nothing is harder than running up the wall, and you feel so good after it that people luckily keep coming back for more.
And they get to explore their neighborhood a little bit too.
We also love the bridge. I wish it would open at 5:15 in the morning, but we love the bridge. I mean, being on that, just running on it, and being able to see all of Manayunk is awesome.
And you do a lot of training for the Broad Street Run, which just happened, and the Philly Marathon. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, being a runner, I always love to get people into running. And at first I felt like boot camp was kind of doing that, but then people started setting goals for themselves. So back in the day, actually, I kind of wanted to test myself, see if I could do it. And I put an advertisement on Facebook for 6 totally non-runners, and I wanted to see if I could take them from May to November and train them for the marathon. And it was free of charge back in the day. Not anymore.
This is just a trial run. Just a little bit of just.
So a group showed up at the track. There were 7 of them, and they couldn't even do a lap, and all of them made it to the finish line.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today, Casey. It's great to hear more about what you guys do down there at Goals Fit.
Thanks for having me. I loved being here.
And now Caitlin's going to head down to Sulimay's for this week's store tour.
I'm down here at Sulimay's with owner Tara Acosta to get a peek inside this family hair studio. So Tara, let's start off by telling everybody a little bit more about what Sulimay's is.
So we have a great thing going on here. We have a hair studio, and we use the word studio because it's not necessarily just a salon and not necessarily just a barbershop. It is something for guys and girls.
A little bit for everybody,
family.
right?
Yep, absolutely. We specialize in cutting, coloring, balayage, makeup.
So you really are, this is a whole family thing. So this is not the only Sulimay's location. So tell me a little bit more about this whole family history in the hair studio
Yeah,
business.
absolutely. So my grandfather was a barber, and he and my grandmother had 18 kids. And out of all of us, right now there's about 7 hair salons in the Philadelphia area.
So when did you open this location here in Manayunk?
So we opened here about 3 years ago, and it's been great. I mean, you know, I live nearby, so it's nice to like be a little close to home, and you know, I have my neighbors come in and my friends, and you know, we have just such a great team, and everyone just fits in with this vibe of Manayunk. It's good stuff.
So Tara, tell us a little bit more about all of the services you guys offer here at Sulimay's.
So we do a variety of services. We do a lot of men's cutting, barber style cutting, women's cutting, every color technique you could imagine. Balayage is the hot thing right now, so everyone's coming in wanting that. We also do a lot of bridal work. We have bridal parties. They'll come in, they'll kind of like take over the
over the salon, yeah.
Absolutely. It's always a fun vibe on those days. And then we have blow dry bar services. So, you know, a lot of girls just come in, they have special events, come in, get a blowout, and out the door.
Feel good to go,
right?
Yeah. So now that you guys have been here in Manayunk for 3 years, how does it feel, you know, being on Main Street here and having so many customers coming back again and again?
It's so great. It's so great. It's nice to embrace like a whole nother neighborhood, and, you know, being right here on Main Street and Manayunk is so nice. Like, just, you know, you have people kind of popping in, fellow business owners, people that live here, people that drive here, because it's very much a destination location.
All right, well, Tara, we hope that this salon here in Manayunk stays here for generations to come with your whole family.
Yeah, definitely hope so too, and the way things are going, it looks like it will.
It looks like it will. So if you need a fresh cut, color, or blowout, head on down to Sulimay's.
That was a great store tour, Caitlin.
Thanks, Leo.
Time for me to do some Mother's Day shopping at Latitudes and Longitudes.
Oh, you can always find so many great things there.
Off I go. Mom, stop watching the show. It's a surprise. Hey guys, welcome to a brand new segment of Dillinger Does It. I'm here with Meredith from Latitudes and Longitudes, and today Dillinger is going to do Mother's Day. Meredith, how does one do Mother's Day?
So to do Mother's Day, we usually ask 3 questions.
Okay, the first one.
So first one is, what does your mom do?
She has a ton of different jobs. She does directing for the high school theater. She does some secretarial work for a hospital.
So the second question would be like, what does she like to do on top of that?
She likes to work out. She likes to read. She likes to do art and things like that.
And then the third question I would ask is, how much do you want to be spending for her?
Spare no expense. I want it all.
Well, that's good. So we have a lot to work with.
Okay.
So there's the mom mug,
All right.
which is really, really pretty, and you could always fill it with anything, not just coffee.
Okay.
We can also make mom smell pretty. So there's different kind of scents. This is one of our lines that we carry. It's everything. It's relaxing. It all contains lavender in it. It's really nice. And then the third thing that I would take you to is this Mom's Mini Emergency.
Okay.
And it has everything in it. It has 17 items.
Okay.
Basically has everything from Band-Aids, safety pins, mending kit.
Oh,
it has
man.
pain reliever because she has to deal with you.
Yeah, she has to put up with me.
Emery board, you name it, it's in here. But also,
Okay.
you need a Mother's Day card.
Of course.
That is the most important thing.
Cool. Well, I'll take one of these.
Okay?
I think I might have to get the mug.
Okay?
I gotta get the card. Gotta get the card.
Okay?
So Meredith, would you say that Dillinger did it this week?
It's not so much about doing, it's about being there for her.
Aw. Well, thank you, Meredith. Yeah. And now time to send it on back to the couch. Love you, Mom.
Well, that's our show for today, guys. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Manayunk Mornings. As always, special thanks to Terry Leahy Films for producing this episode, for The Isle for hosting us here on the couch, and to our show sponsors, Kraft and Bourbon Blue. As always, I'm Caitlin.
I'm Leo.
And this is Casey from Goals Fit, who's going to train Leo and I for our next big run. And we'll see you next time on Manayunk Mornings.
See ya.